everybody. So I'm going to be making a concert review today. And last night, I saw Get the Let Out again on the same day I did last year, a full year later, June 23rd, and at the Paramount again. I guess they play there on that date every year. As me filming this, by the way, they're actually going to be playing another date tonight, which they were also doing last year, so, yeah, that'll be interesting. But, anyways, overall, this was another good show. Some pretty cool things happened at it. But unfortunately, there were some other things which I feel were improvements they could have made from, like, last time that they didn't make, but overall, still very, very fun show, still very good performance. So let's get into it.
We are back.
All right, so the process of getting there for the most part, same thing really, not much different. Although one thing I will say is that they didn't draw the X's on my hands this time. I guess that's interesting. Because the X's would show that, oh, I can't drink alcohol. But this time they didn't do that, which is actually interesting. Maybe somebody's gonna get fired for that. But yeah, so we go in, we just go in, we wait a few minutes, and then the band comes on. Pretty much the same as how they did last time. You got the sound effects playing where it's like Led Zeppelin. There's just nothing like this, like the same one from last time. But then they come on and they start with Immigrant Song this time, which was pretty cool. Glad to see them starting with something different. Now, I noticed they actually had a new drummer this time. I forgot his name. I think they say his name in one of the clips, but, I don't remember his name, unfortunately. But he was a really good drummer. During Moby Dick, which they played later, he did a great job, on the drums. So they open with Immigrant Song. Tommy Zamp, which is the name of that guitarist with, like, the beret, I recently learned. He was using this cool bluish purple Telecaster during that song, which I liked. And then the next song after that was Good Times, Bad Times, which was also the second song at the previous concert of theirs I went to last year. And unfortunately, this is where the problem with the first set came in. Yes, Immigrant Song is a different opener this time. When I last saw them, they opened with Rock and Roll, but, Immigrant Song here was different. But unfortunately, the first set was almost identical to the one from last year. I don't know how it happened, but again, they put 10 Years Gone, like, way too early in the set, in my opinion. They put The Ocean way too early on in the set, in my opinion. They did that again. Although I did get Video of Dancing Days this time. They did a great job of that song. It's a shame that the first set was so damn similar to the one from last time. They did play Tangerine during the acoustic set, which they didn't last time. I thought that was neat. And I think they slightly extended the outro a little bit, if I remember. I don't know if the original song, like, fades out or not. I don't remember. I haven't listened to it all but they did a good job with Tangerine. But yeah, unfortunately, the first set was a little bit too similar to the first set of what do you call it? Yeah, the previous concert. I saw this. So I don't know. It was probably just a coincidence, or I don't know. But yeah. It was still enjoyable though. I still enjoyed it. Now, in these clips, you'll probably be seeing, I don't know if it's in there, but throughout the whole concert, guess what I was chanting for?
Play Heartbreaker! Come back for Heartbreaker, please! Woo! Heartbreaker, please! Heartbreaker! Heartbreaker! Come on! Oh, I'm an asshole, I know.
Heartbreaker and Dazed and Confused. I was chanting for those songs a lot. The whole time I was just going, after each song, I kept going, Heartbreaker! Heartbreaker, please! But well, we'll get to the results of that later, but after like every song, I was like chanting Heartbreaker, and reminds me a lot of this Listen to This, Eddie, which is a Led Zeppelin bootleg from 1977. And in that bootleg at that concert, there's a guy saying the exact same thing. Yeah, so I guess I'm the new incarnation of that guy from Listen to This, Eddie, who keeps chanting Heartbreaker, Heartbreaker. Oh, man. Okay. Well, yeah, first set, it could have made it a little more original, but it was still good. Still enjoyable. Still like that they did play 10 Years Gone. Still good vocals, and the first set had me thinking that this show was less scripted than the one last time, and I think it seemed to be. But as we'll see in the second set, they didn't. I guess that was just a nitpick of mine, though. But yeah, it was still fairly scripted. But we'll get to that when we get in the second set. But okay, well, actually, we're technically getting to the second set now. So yeah, all right. So here's the big highlights of the second set.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Yeah, Achilles, oh my god! No fucking way! Oh, that's
Yes, they opened the second set with Achilles' Last Stand. And it was so cool. Like, god damn, I was not expecting that. It was so fucking cool. Oh my, it didn't even feel like 10 minutes, even though it's a 10-minute song. It felt like a minute, honestly. It went by so quick. It was so fucking good. Everybody was going nuts. I was like, no, believe it or not, I was saying, like, start a pit. And I was like, and this is the song I was easily singing along to the most. I was singing along to that like crazy. Yeah, I was not expecting them to play that. That was fucking awesome. Almost makes up for the first set, honestly. For the rather weak fruit punch of the first set. But, you know, it sounded pretty damn good. You know, they did a good job with Achilles' Last Stand. I was going nuts during it. So, yeah, Achilles' Last Stand, rad. Alright. I think it was right after that song that I noticed that no, they're still doing it kind of scriptedly. I didn't get any clips of it, but you know, they did the thing again, you know, where they're like, you know, saying, where they're like introducing themselves during the second set, like saying, like, I guess like the purpose. And you know, I mean, that's fine, you know. But like, you know, they did a thing where it's like scripted again, where they play like that Aerosmith song. And I don't know if I got this last time, but like they compare Tommy, one of the guitarists, to Rocky. And I started calling out, yo-yo people have yo-yo friends, which that's like a thing from Rocky. Yeah. Become friends with yo-yo people, you get yo-yo friends. Yeah, after that, you know, they then play Thank You. Unfortunately, you know, not the cool electric version which the actual band would do, but you know, they play the studio versions, so whatever. I personally prefer how the actual band played that song in concert. It just sounds cooler how they did it, in my opinion. But yeah. Shoot, what was that? Oh, okay. All right. So, during the second set as well, they played "Fool in the Rain." I think it was the only Into the Outdoor song they played. It was pretty damn cool. You know, like the real Zeppelin actually never got to play that song, which yeah. And they actually brought out another guitarist for it. Like instead of like, because normally they have three, and one of them is like on the keyboards, but they brought out a third guy for this song. I think because they needed to get one of the guitar layers down during the solo. I think, but yeah. But "Fool in the Rain" was pretty damn cool. It was cool to see that they had the cool, you know, middle percussion section where it's like all like samba shit, you know, and the vocalist Paul Sinclair, I kept calling him Jean Violet last time, which is the name of another Zeppelin tribute singer, but Paul actually even gets like the whistle and shit for the song. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And he even goes behind the drums and does some of the percussion drumming. So yeah, that was a pretty cool part. Alright, so also during the second set, they played Moby Dick. And, well, actually I already mentioned that. But, yeah, they did a good job with Moby Dick. You know, showed off the drummer's talent pretty well, I felt. Yeah, I'm not sure who was the better drummer, this guy or the other one. Some of the people with me felt that this guy was better. Alright. But, yeah, Moby Dick sounded good. God, am I forgetting anything? What else am I forgetting? Alright, well. Yeah. Okay, so after Fool in the Rain, Fool in the Rain was the second to last song in the second set. After Fool in the Rain, they start playing, they do the little intro thing, which last time I thought was White Summer. And then they, play Kashmir, like they did last time, and Kashmir ends off the second set. And, you know, then they go away again for a little bit, and then they come back to do the encore. And, they play, Bring It On Home in the encore, as the first, the three encore songs. Yeah, and it sounded pretty damn good. You know, they did the thing where, you know, they get the clapping again, you know, like last time. Yeah, you know, Bring It On Home. Then Stairway, Stairway, it was pretty damn good as well. I said, does anyone remember Laughter thing again? And again, I feel like I was the only one who said it. Maybe me and my uncle both said it. He was there with me. But, the solo was good again. Tommy comes out and does it on the Les Paul. They don't have the guy with the double neck doing it. The guy with the double neck just handles the 12-string parts. Really good. Really good. What was the last encore? Oh yeah, Whole Lot of Love was the last encore again. Pretty much the same thing as it was last time. Although he actually, the blonde guitarist, I unfortunately forgot his name, but the blonde guitarist actually had the Dragoncaster with him, which had me thinking they were gonna do Dazed and Confused for a second, because that's like the Dazed and Confused guitar. But no, they do a Whole Lot of Love during that part, and it was pretty damn good. Yeah. So that was like the last song, but still, throughout the whole concert, I'm still chanting. Well, after every song, I'm still chanting, "Heartbreaker, Dazed and Confused, Heartbreaker." And I guess the band didn't notice me, although a few people next to me also started chanting for those songs as well, because I guess they agreed. And, I'm still chanting for it towards the end. And as the band is, like, walking off stage, I'm still chanting it. And then I'm like, no. And then there's, these people next to me who had seen them before give me, fist bumps. And they're like, well, they usually do Heartbreaker. I guess to cheer me up. And, man. Oh, it was funny though. They were probably like, oh, he's cute. He wants to see Heartbreaker. He wants to see them play Heartbreaker. But here's where it gets interesting, okay? So, we're just standing around there for a little bit, I'm starting to share videos on my social, on my Snapchat and Instagram and whatnot. I filmed this sort of final thoughts thing, which I put on my Instagram story.
Alright, hey everybody, so the show just ended. It was really good. The problem is, it was very samey to the last show, I felt like it wasn't, as surprising. It felt very predictable. But overall, still very good show. Unfortunately, they did not play Heartbreaker for as much as I chanted for them to. They did not, which is a fucking shame, but what can you fucking do? Anyways, GTLO, you put on a great show still. I like that you played Achilles' Last Stand. That almost makes up for it. Thanks for putting on a great show. And, alright.
And then, I see Tommy and the bassist. So I walk over there. They're standing on the stage, talking to the audience a little bit, talking to some members of the audience. I walk over there. I start talking with Tommy. Really nice guy. Really, really cool guy, I told him, last year I made a concert review of you guys. You guys were great, and whatnot. And, but I also told him about how the whole concert, I was chanting for Heartbreaker and, begging for it. And I wanted to hear it, but I guess it's fine if they didn't play it. But, then he's like, are you coming tomorrow night? Hint, hint. But unfortunately, I can't go tonight. I think that means they're playing Heartbreaker. But, I don't know. I don't know if they are or not. But Tommy, great guy, cool guy. I got a photo with him, yeah. And so then after that, we left. Yeah. And overall, pretty damn good concert. Again, I felt like, there's still that problem where it felt a little bit scripted, although I feel like they did that less or so this time, maybe. I don't know. Overall, still a good concert. I'm not exactly happy that the first set was so similar to the last time, but at least they opened it differently. Hey, they played Achilles' Last Stand, which kind of makes up for it. It's fucking Achilles' Last Stand, bruh. Like, that's awesome. Yeah, but overall, I still recommend going to see them if they're in your area. Hopefully I'll also get to see that Led Zeppelin 2 tribute band, which my uncle saw a few times. He says they're really good as well. They're more like the actual band. So, I'd like to see them as well to get different kinds of Zeppelin live, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, overall, GTLO, you put on another good show. It's fine that the set list was so similar. I guess it was just a coincidence. I don't know. And, sorry for chanting for Heartbreakers so much. But, yeah, overall, good show. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, and, Tommy, thanks for, thanks for letting me take a photo with you. You were cool. You're a cool guy. Yeah. Alright. Thanks for watching, everybody. I highly recommend going to see GTLO if they're in your area. And, I'll catch you later. I might be making a video of, my uncle's playing another concert with Bacchus and the Sloppy Drunks, so I might make another video of that, depending on, I don't know. Either I'll make a concert review of it, or I'll, do the thing where I did with the previous concert of my uncle's, where I just put up the clips. I don't know. But, yeah. So, stay tuned for that video, whatever it ends up being. And, have a good day, everybody.